Alright folks, I'm having to start this video over because apparently Allie took a picture. I'm going to do something for you today. I am going to change a part out on my Subaru Forester. I have a 2020 Forester, and this is recording. I have a gated shifter here, and they did come with these, so they do just swap over from the research I've seen, so you guys may find out if I'm wrong at the same time. But I bought this off eBay. I'm going to switch that out because I really don't like that gate. It's just, it looks cheap, it looks old, dated. Apparently these 2020s you could get. I have already pulled up the pad because I was doing it on what I thought was video. Apparently I was in the wrong mode, so that just pops up pretty easy. It's just got those little clip holes. It just pops up, and I'm trying to do this one-handed at the same time, so I've already kind of got this a little pulled up. There we go. Trying to be gentle at the same time. Oh, that was one thing I needed to do. Alright. I've got this parking brake on, and I'm in neutral, and my driveway. Alrighty. I had this off just a little bit ago. Alright, folks. We're going to see how far I can get on recording. There's a little clip. Phone keeps cutting me off because I'm not recording with my actual camera. There's a little clip back here that comes out. The clip actually clips into that as it actually holds around that. See right there and there, it actually holds in there. It's on the front side. Little clip about like that. So you can actually kind of pull up, pulling out. This divider actually comes out, not that you need to take it out for this. That also actually comes out so you can clean, not that you need to take it out either. But oh boy, Phillips screws. That is not what I thought that would be. See, there's 4 screws that hold it on. So I'm gonna go find myself a screwdriver. I was prepared for 8 mil and 10 mil. I've actually had these for ages. These are probably 2 of the handiest tools I've got. I got them, oh Lord, way back in 2004, 2005 when I worked at Jiffy Lube. They were part of the pouch that you get to put all your tools in. And I think this and the Phillips head screwdriver that I got in that kit are probably the only tools left that I have out of anything from Jiffy Lube. And I'll be damned if these two, if I'll ever let these disappear. Jiffy Lube was actually kind of fun, but handy tools. They're just permanently on there. Of course, you can find these in any other forms of tool where they just come in sets and stuff like that. But damn handy tool. I'm gonna go find me a screwdriver. Alright folks, back with a screwdriver, number 2. I may have to put the phone down a little bit for this, just so I can wiggle stuff around and take these screws out. But basically, yeah, you see those 4 screws. One there, there, and there, and there. No, it's not delayed. It's just me being lazy. Actually, I'll be right back on that. Alright, folks. I'm saying that a lot, aren't I? Oh well, you're just going to have to live with it. I've got the 4 screws out. And it looks like, according to this, it's just these 4 little clips on either side that are holding it in. And I can probably push it out at this point. I'm gonna see. Oh yeah, see they're just clipped on. Let me flip my screwdriver. Actually, I could probably do this with, I know you guys, I really should have brought a, doing this one-handed, it's dumb, but doing this for you guys. Let's move that back a little bit, scoot that camera view out. There we go. Just a little bit of back pressure on that. Oh, look. That old piece comes out. Oh, nifty. The middle one holds the whole thing on. Hot dog. Like that. And then, oh, I don't know. Oh, hot dog. It's just the two that hold it on. Alrighty. Now, okay, I don't need to push in there. Just pull out like that. And that little clip should be the lights. Yeah. Let's compare these. Obviously, the one is leather. And the other one is a slide for the gate. Ain't that interesting? That clips on the opposite side. I don't know that that's going to be an issue. But yeah, they're the same. Okay, that looks like it's just hook the. Oh, okay. Oh, they're a little different. That might be an issue. Because that is 2 wires for the light, and that is, oh, that's the issue. I don't have the manual drive thing. There's only 3 wires on this. I'll be back. All right, so I've figured it out. It's 3 wires because when you switch over to manual mode, it will, can I get my finger there? Go from D to light up the M for manual. That makes me wonder if these came with the non-manual CVT modes. I don't really care. This will still let me put it over in it low. I don't really care about the manual part. I'm also missing the punch hole. Well, that kind of sucks. I may have to grab the other one, the silver one, and put it in, maybe paint it black. I'm not sure. So I kind of don't really care if that lights up. I'm not going to bother plugging it in for now. I'm just going to leave it unplugged. The car is running. I'm sitting here in park, partly because it is hot out. It is 97 degrees out at the moment. So I'm going to not plug that in for now. If it gives me any issues, I may try and splice in and get the light to work. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. I mean, you can see whether you're in park or not up there and what gear it's going in. So I'm not really overly worried if those light up. It's just a 2-wire. That's just the 3-wire. The light should just be the red and the black. If I really care enough, I can just splice into those, pull it out of here or something like that. But I don't know that I care. If you care, you can do that. If not, just do what I'm going to do. I'm going to toss it back in and let her rip. This might take too many hands to hold the phone. Here, back. All right. Now I've swapped that on. You just clip that back in. I did put the 4 screws back in, and actually about to put the shifter back on, which should just go about like that. Push that down. See if I can do this one-handed and film. It's just a goofy little clip. You know, you can actually probably, yes you can. You can actually just push that into the shifter first and then push it down on, and it shoots the clip out. Apparently that doesn't work. So, you guys get to see it live. Okay. Now that clip's just back on. It's not going anywhere. You just pull back up. Pull back up on that. Now then, that's interesting. I think it almost looks like it's supposed to have a little colored ring or something here, because the shift boot part goes all the way up to there. Sorry, not good at aiming this myself, but yeah, it goes up kind of like that. I guess I'll have to see if I can find that little colored ring, but I gotta say, that looks a lot better than the gate. So in summary, actually I need to pull that out and put it over there, or I may paint it before doing that. But anyways, in summary, it's not too bad. You just start here, pull up there. Basically, you'll want a tool like this. You can kind of get it to wedge in between. It's not going to tear up any of the plastics. And it pulls all the way back down through here and back up into this piece. Basically, once you get that off, you can kind of be gentle, work your way a little bit here, and then you can kind of reach up underneath that and pull up on the whole thing. But first, you'll want to actually pull down on that, pull the clip out from here, and then you can start pulling up on stuff, pulling up the clips. I kind of pulled up on this, and the whole thing all the way back to here kind of popped off. Then you can kind of flip it around, disconnect your shifter light, and then there's 4 screws at each corner. They are a number 2 Phillips. Sorry, wrong screwdriver. That's number 3. And I just dropped the tip out of it. But it is a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver. You'll undo each of those 4 screws. I actually wound up putting them back here. And then all that's holding it in from there is the middle clip. You just kind of pop it out and push it out. Of course, you'll have it up like this. And then you just you can just kind of wedge that out, and it kind of pops out, and then you can go over to the other side, wedge that one out, and it'll pop out. The reverse is that you just push it back up in, let the 2 clips on either side pop back in. You'll put your 4 screws back in, and then you kind of gently just kind of give it a light smack, light to medium smack, smacking all the clips back in. And you can push this back in, put that over the, kind of walk that back over the shifter. Of course, the one video I watched, it was easier from neutral, but I had it in park anyway, so that's not a big issue. Put your clip, you'll put the shifter back in, put the clip back in, make sure it's not going to pop back out on you. Then you can pull that shifter boot up. So there's a nice summary for you. That's all nice and done. I bought this wraparound piece with the leather shifter boot on it on eBay. Got a tear? No, that's just something. Whatever. About 65, 70 bucks. I think I saw them as high as like 75 bucks. This one I'm going to try and polish up, maybe a little more, but it's my daily, so. But anyways, that's how you change out that shifter boot. I was excited and wanted to do it as soon as I saw it got home in the mail. So now I'm going to go in, edit this, and post it. Not that there's much to edit, just cut all the short sections together and maybe cut some stuff out. But there you go. That's how to change from the gated shifter to the nice leather boot. Or if for some reason you really want to go the other way, remember that the prongy thing is not the prongy thing. What am I talking about? The clip and wires are different. Now remember, it's just all it does is light up. On the leather shift, it was a 3-wire. This is a 2-wire. Partly because this only does the drive and low. I do not have the manual shift thing on here. I don't really care. I'm not butthurt about having that. I kind of didn't want it. So, anyways, that's how you do it on a 2019 to 2024 Subaru Forester. Hang around and wait for more videos of me driving stuff or working on crap, making stuff. It'll be fun to pay attention and watch and see what comes next.